Hi everybody, I'm Don Shanks, this is Alan Hudson. First of all, happy Father's Day to all you people out there and a happy birthday to my mate Alan Hudson.
Cheers, mate.
Alan's birthday today. We're talking about this afternoon's games. We're going to kick off with the Newcastle, Steve Bruce Newcastle, Sheffield United and Chris Wilder. I've looked at that game now and I can't really see a lot of action in it. I can only maybe see an odd goal here or there. What are your views?
Yeah, not great goal scorers, Newcastle, are they? Sheffield United had very unfortunate the other night, but I think that might just wind them up a bit. They've got. I think they'll come out at Newcastle and play a little bit more tonight.
Right.
Or today.
Yeah, it was a little bit like they needed the game, you know, the other night against Villa. A little bit hard done by, as we know, but that weren't Sheffield United at their best.
No.
But they are going up here to St James's. You know, other than Liverpool, Sheffield United have got the best defensive record in the league. And funny enough, Newcastle have scored the least amount of goals in the league at home. Yeah. So really sort of the balance in the mix is you've got to think it might be a 0-0, 1-0 here.
Sheffield United, it's just a shame they didn't get those 3 points. You know, not that you wanted Villa to get beat, but the other night, then by nicking them 2 points, they got a little bit. If they got them 3 points, they could have come out and played more, couldn't they?
Right.
I thought, well, if we do get a draw, at least we got 4 out of 6 points away from home, which is a good start since the lockdown.
I mean, it's the same for everybody. You know, they've had a lot of time off. The actual pre-season has been a mini pre-season. They did look a little bit lethargic at times. They only had one shot on target. But I think obviously there's a lot of changes, you know. I mean, even the drinks break halfway through. You know, football's about momentum and, you know, you want to keep going when you're on top. Here we are having a drink break. It's like standing outside the pub having a beer and go in.
It's nonsense. It's nonsense. It's absolute nonsense, mate, because these boys are fit.
Yeah, I mean, I think so as well. And the empty stadiums. So I think there was a lot of sort of things that you had to take in the other night, and that might have just slowed Sheffield United down a bit. But they've had the game. Yeah. They're going to go to Newcastle a little bit sharper. I think that might be a little bit of advantage.
I think so, and I think they'll learn from the first game. I think the manager will say, look, let's be a little bit more adventurous. Let's go out and try and get 3 points. We can get 3 points here because they, as you just pointed out, they don't score goals. And if we... I think if Sheffield United come out and really have a go at them, 3-2 is better than a 0-0.
Oh no, definitely. A bit more entertaining, obviously, for the Sobe crowd, albeit watching on the TV.
Yeah.
But I mean, when you're looking at Newcastle, and you know, obviously they've got the guy up front who's been a bit disappointing scoring goals, but John Joe Shelby, he's got 5. You know, he's had 10 shots or so from midfield. I should think if Sheffield get a bit tight to him and stop him from shooting, I think they go on and probably win the game. But I think it's a 1-0 game, something like that. Not many goals, and can't wait to see the next game.
Another tight one, mate, and it could end up, as I said, there's going to be a lot of draws. It could end up another draw, but I want Sheffield United to edge it. I'd love to see Sheffield United. I really love Sheffield United to have a good end of the season run. They've been superb all season.
I mean, we spoke about Wolves earlier on today. Wouldn't it be great, Wolves and Sheffield United in the Champions League? I'd love it. I really would.
Well, it would really give a boost to every little club, and not that they're little clubs, but you know, these big money clubs. I mean, look at Newcastle and Sunderland. The money they've spent over the years.
Yeah.
I mean, when we played against them, I played against them. They've been in one. They've won nothing since. I think they won the Youth Cup or Intercities Fairs Cup 40 years ago. It's for them supporters up the North East. It must be terrible.
Oh,
terrible.
Yeah. So I'm saying a very tight game, an odd goal that will probably edge it. Now that takes us on to the huge Merseyside derby today. Everton-Liverpool. Obviously, that would be an electric atmosphere. You know, at Goodison. You're looking, you're saying to yourself, there's no crowd there today. Liverpool can't win the league today. You know, it's not going to be next week, guys, or maybe the week after. It's coming, don't worry. I'm sure they're going to have a massive, massive party. And as Jurgen Klopp actually sort of said, they're not going to have the party until all the Liverpool fans can be part of it, because they're part of the team.
Fantastic.
Yeah, I mean, everyone really wants Jurgen Klopp and the team. Everybody's really falling into really loving their style of football.
Take the cop out of Liverpool and you might as well just close Anfield down. I mean,
no, it's an institution, it really is.
We've both played there, mate.
Yeah.
You know, and for anyone who's played there, it's something else.
And they're right, you'll never walk alone, and they never will.
Absolutely, but we'll.
And the game, what do you reckon? How do you see it?
A lot depends. Ancelotti will want to win.
I mean, there are a few little injury, maybe sort of Salah might not play, Oxlade-Chamberlain and Robertson, the fullbacks, a slight doubt.
Any niggling doubts, he won't play anybody. He'll want a fresh team for next season. He won't get, anyone gets as much as the sniffles. He'll leave them out because he wants his team to be ready next season. This is in the bag. And he'll probably choose a game and say, look, I'm going to put a full side out today and we're going to win in style.
I mean, the stats show the games between the two Merseyside, especially the games at Goodison, a lot of them have been ending in draws and low-scoring games.
Yeah.
That could be the story again today.
Well, this is their game, Everton, isn't it? And to beat the elect champions will be a feather in their cap.
Yeah.
They could all.
Oh, they always want to beat Liverpool.
They won't keep their distance in the night, Everton.
Well, they've waited 30 years. It's coming. So just be patient. It's coming real soon. So.
And good luck.
Yeah, absolutely.
Don and I will celebrate with you, mate.
Absolutely. That's dead right. That's dead right. Now, we've gone through the 2 games. There's 1 game left. Your old club, Chelsea, away to the Villa today. Villa got the point the other day against Sheffield United. A long way to go, but at least it was a point in the right direction. It gets
they got a point more than they should have got because of the VAR, but overall they might have just deserved it. They'll come on for that game. They got nothing to lose. It's a good fixture for them, Don.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Good fixture. You know, the JT, the John Terry and Frank Lampard.
I mean, there was a big connection. They played teammates for forever, won everything.
Well,
There's going to be a lot of rivalry
all
there.
All the times they played together, you know, this match is as crucial to them as I've ever played in, apart from the probably Champions League final. But this is as crucial for Villa to get out that bottom 3, and for Chelsea to clinch that 4th spot. This is so crucial for both of them in their first or second year management.
But I look at the game and I sort of, Villa have got the worst defence in the league, as in goals conceded. Chelsea are a lively, quick breaking, keep good possession team. It's not like Sheffield United come down there, which is a little bit more straightforward. Chelsea have a lot more about them in that midfield zone, and I think they really will give Villa a problem today. Obviously, Jack Grealish, McGinn, whatever, they need to be right on their game.
He'll flood the midfield, Frank.
Yeah.
It will flood the midfield.
Who will he play up front? You got Abrahams, Tammy, you got Oliver Giroud, who finished the season before lockdown. You know, looked quite good. It's a weird situation because Tammy Abrahams was with Villa when they got promoted on loan.
Absolutely.
Obviously, Giroud, he scored like 8 times in 6 games against Villa when he was at Arsenal.
Yeah.
So they all know each other. Like all the Villa players know Abraham. Giroud has scored against them.
But this is a game where you forget the past. This is all about, you know, post lockdown. This is like a mini league now. You know, right. a mini league where one's fighting for Champions League and one's fighting for their life to stay in this division. And it would be disaster if Villa go down because, you know, for a club of that size, if they stay up, they got a good base of doing well next season. Because Jack will stay and they'll stay up. But if they go down, it'll be a tragedy. Chelsea on the other end, Frank, if they don't get Champions League, it'll be a big disappointment with Frank.
I mean, this year the Champions League is pretty much open to a few teams. You know, where it's already done and dusted. Now it's like anyone who gets on a run, like we spoke about Wolves, like we're speaking, you know, Europe for Sheffield United. Arsenal have fallen by the wayside. Look at Tottenham; they're just looking an ordinary team at the moment. Obviously, you've got Debbie Alley coming back, etc. But you've got to, you know, be looking at teams like Chelsea. I think they're refreshing Chelsea. I like their style of play this year. You know, obviously, like any team playing now, you need to be connecting in front of goal because these games are so finely balanced.
Well, these
You've
younger
got
players,
to take your chances.
the two players for Chelsea, this is gonna be priceless this season for them. There'll
Right.
be better players for the young Mount and the fullback Reece,
Yeah,
whoever. They got a couple of players, a couple of gems there, but it can only be good for the future. So Frank will think twice about the next game if they come on stuck today, and Villa are capable today.
well, let me put your neck on the line, ask you to put your neck on the line, and how do you see the result?
Well, it's because of their lack of firepower. Aston Villa, you've got to fancy Chelsea. The good thing about Chelsea with no crowd is a pretty compact ground. It's not like the big grounds, you know. You've got to think Chelsea will beat them today.
Yeah, I mean, I have sort of favoured Chelsea, but I do think Villa are going to get on the score sheet. I mean, Chelsea are bad from set pieces, corners, free kick, Jack Grealish situations. You know,
I think Villa will change their goalkeeper as well. Rayner will play in goal today because this goalkeeper, my pal watched it round here the other night, he's had all his Villa kit on. Even his dog had his Villa kit on. And he said the goalkeeper's a liability.
Really?
So Rayner will play today.
Okay.
And he gave the goal away the other night, which was disallowed.
Right.
So expect him to Rayner to be in goal.
Well, I think Chelsea will edge it. I think it's going to be a real high tempo game. I can see goals, and I would be sort of going Chelsea 2-1, that type of score. So, from me, Alan, happy birthday, young man.
Cheers, pal.
Good luck to everybody. Stay safe. From me, Don Shanks. From Alan Hudson, goodbye for now.